Hey, what's up, everyone? And all your bodies, too. Two. Peacefully. Double U. Two U's. Holy. Right in front of the H, actually. Reactions are now enabled with iPhone 17. This is great. I just got a message. Yay. I don't know what that means, but what's up? What you up to? Go ahead. Tell me. It's okay. No, I want to hear. JK, just kidding. Joking. Used to be kidding. Then I grew up. I'm serious. I always am. I was born this way. Like the gay people, but just more happy and not homosexual. At least not desiring to be. Not at all, actually. Like, do I want to eat McDonald's right now or something? No, definitely. You know, I know what I don't want, actually, in some way. Anyway, let's see here. So, field notes from Earth. The travel shampoo, if you squeeze it, the top will come off. So be careful when you're here getting your travel shampoo. It could be an issue. It should just be screw top, but modern technology, someone designed that to flip. Real cool, you know? Another thing about travel shampoo, a fun thing that happened to me in Target once, actually. I was buying travel shampoo or something like that, and there was a lady there to my right, and I said, "Oh, travel shampoo." I said, "Your planet is cool." And then I walked away. It's fun to play that way. If you do play that way, you hit someone with something silly like that, hey viewer, chime in below. Let me know who you are. But if you do play that way, you hit somebody with something silly like that and walk away and just, you know, you don't even know. Maybe they didn't hear you. Maybe they told somebody later. This guy thought he was an alien. This guy said, he said, travel shampoo. Your planet is cool. And just walked away. It's kind of a fun story to think that you created. If you do that many times in your life, you'll have created many merry mischief-making opportunities and experiences for people around you in the brief relational interactions that you have in fun ways. So, anyways, also, something else I wanted to say was that I'm in the process, I think, of discovering something like a bridge between sounds of suffering and silliness. What are some sounds of suffering? What are some sounds of silliness? Some of the most extreme of them are, on the silliness side, laughter, laughing. And on the suffering side are crying, weeping, wailing, sobbing. So yeah, you know, I think I specifically am a guy who in his life has probably, I don't know if this is true for sure actually, but I feel like it is, and it might not be, that he's in some top percentile of time spent crying as a guy in his life. And yay, I did it. Celebrate with me. Put the emojis there. They said earlier in this live that you have the opportunity to engage in celebrating me or something like that. So go ahead. Joey cried more than most guys. I think. I don't know. I'm sure there's guys who have cried more than me, but I've been practicing every morning, feeling the good stuff. Morning by midday. Usually right away in my day. Sometimes by midday. I do this walk where I move my body in certain ways. I almost always do that no matter what. And I drink a full glass of water, but I move my body through all the articulations of the joints and just kind of do silly kind of walking and moving. If I do it perfect, then next, and I do that walking outside. I reach somewhere, do 30 fast sort of breaths, hold the inhale at the fullness of my lung capacity, and then wiggle my body hardcore while holding the inhale as long as I can. And I wiggle like a beast, like every single sort of step, step. Then exhale. This is Tony's ritual. Tony Litster. If you know him, he's a true brother that I can trust. Actually, trust Tony, bro. Yo, Tony'sRitual.com. You can check it out. Actually. And then once I run out of energy to hold that and that wiggle, I exhale. Try to slowly count to 10. Have my exhale last as long as 10. Count down. Then hold the empty as long as I can while sitting down, which I don't know how long it is, but it depends. It's not very long. And then I just sort of sit there and I try to find and hone into memories of when I was given payment, or money actually, abundance, providence. I was provided. There was abundance of something. The feeling of, oh shoot, I have resource here. That money can give us symbolically, that we have the memory of. I tune into that and attempt to make the sound of it in my life. And I fuck around and play around with anything around the sound of abundance, including recently, and this may sound cheesy, but like, it's, I guess, okay, I'll go with the most simple thing. It's just there's something simple like, oh, shoot, now I know how to pay for that, you know? Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, thank you. So turning into gratitude, turning into abundance, making the sounds of them, including possibly the words of them, and the feeling of them in my body, the memory of them, bringing them into now, actually. And love. Remembering a time that someone looked at me in a way that I really appreciated, actually. I could tell they saw me and they were seeing through something. They were seeing that underneath whatever there was in me, some sort of a presenting fear even of mine, actually, that they could see, that they could give me the capacity to see that I knew I was beyond the fear I felt in the moment of what the presenting feeling and stories were in my being at that moment. So I tuned into sometime that I felt loved in that way recently, a few specific memories in that way, and make it sound. So it get kind of playfully, you know, like it could be like love, and then also purpose in some way. And I have this way, it comes from Tony's Ritual, that I say something about how if I can feel all those right now, then I know I'm exactly where I need to be on purpose, actually. And I remember things about purpose. What am I here for? What is this for? Meaningfully, this is the way I practice the good things, actually. And later on in my day, I intentionally practice to feel the bad things. This comes from a philosophy that says, in order to feel better, get better at feeling, which is Tony Litster's kind of lineage and his teachers. And so what you do for the practicing the bad feelings is actually just kind of squirm around like an inchworm on the floor, or in the car in the back seat. Like you can actually like hold on to the seat, push and pull on it in some way, you know, and make noise like put the sound in the body all over and squeeze it and push and anything like that. And it was originally told to me to do for like 20-minute window or something like that, but I actually find that basically, I will immerse myself into, commonly, it's easy for me to immerse myself into, well, no, okay, the other day in my car, this is what I'm trying to say. In the car I was renting, I was in the back seat at night doing this, and it was so close to laughter, actually. This like, it was authentic crying. There was a lot of emotion behind it. Like too much even, I could say. Like a lot of emotion behind it for sure. But it was this close to laughter. I'm trying to see my directions here. So there's like something that my character is getting to go through because he is facing so many triggering things actually in his life about shame in some big way, actually. Something like that, I would say, certainly. There's other things that my character is getting to get to tackle and face, to grow, to cultivate, and care of him for what he's going through and what he signed up to do, and that he has the capacity to alchemize awesomely, like profitably, actually. And this is included for the last 5 or 6 weeks, probably, crying every day at some point, like sobbing at some point, snotty at some point, and except for 3 days, actually, to tell you the truth. And yesterday was one of them that wasn't that at all. It was close. I was walking at some point, and I could have went, and I just had something to do. So I didn't do my assignment yesterday, actually. I didn't practice the bad things, the bad feelings, the bad stuff. You could call it bad, but you know, you don't have to. But you understand what I'm saying, basically, and why we would call it that. And then playfully, practicing the good stuff, practicing the bad stuff. But I talked to a man friend of mine the other day, and he said his favorite thing. Somebody asked him his favorite thing about being a man, and he told them it was having a dick. Actually, that's just what he said. And I thought it was interesting. And then he said, and the other thing is not being able to cry, and so he couldn't cry. So I'm seeing about conjuring crying, a course on conjuring crying, and 2 nights ago regarding crying, there was another sort of dimensional up-leveling that I reached, where I went into 3 stores in the evening, and they asked me, how's it going, as I entered them, and I said, I've cried 3 times today. And the guy's like, oh, okay, can we get you anything? I was like, no, I'm fine, thanks. Do you know where the blah blah blahs are or something? They showed me whatever. So that happened 3 times in a row, just this sort of like, I've cried 3 times today. I'm like, oh, you okay? Yeah, you ever cry? Yeah, definitely, yeah. Ladies, cry most of the time, say, yeah, actually. And then today at the gym in the morning, how's it going today? The guy checking me in, good, I haven't even cried yet. He's like, that's good. And I was like, isn't it? I was like, yeah, what about you? Have you cried yet? He's like, no. He's like, hopefully I won't. I was like, yeah, but it's a long day, you never know. So funny. But crying and laughter, because laughter yoga is kind of like, there's an element to it. It's like induced laughter. It's laughter at laughing. In some ways, it's not just that, actually. And laughter yoga can be amazingly authentic, actually. But, there can be some, what is it? It feels difficult to starting or something like that for people to get over the edge of like, and eventually, usually it's like, they're like, what? Oh, it's like takes off. There's this like self-perpetuating laughter thing that's actually authentic. And crying, like somehow weeping. I was buying grapes the other day, my face is all wet. Going through the airport, my face is all wet. Say this lovingly to the inner child in me. Sweet, innocent, crying king baby. Baby. King crying baby. Crying baby. King baby. King baby crying. King baby crying. There's something about, there's a guru, a saint called Amma. Maybe you heard of her. She's the she's the hugging saint. I wonder if there could be something like crying saints. Like that's crying Joey. Yeah, I'm not crying right now. Oh, you're not crying right now? Yeah, not right now. You know, I was crying earlier though. Or yeah, I haven't cried yet today. Oh, okay, cool. Going good, yeah. I might cry a little later, you know, maybe. It's good to have salty water coming out your visual receptacles, if you know what I mean. Really good, actually. All right. This is some notes from the field about travel shampoo. And the sound of love, silliness, fucking around, giggling, goofy, wiggling, wacky, word wiggle, gibberish, ways to play, and sincere longing and suffering. Existential kink, actually, or something like this. God gets off on this shit. Hey, kinky bastard, you know? I love you, God. Love you. All right, everybody. Love you too. Thanks for listening. Let me know what you think about this. Are you a big crier? Got any cool crying stories? Chime in below. Let me know.